Hello, my name is Mike Truman and I'm from Hybrid.
Hi, I'm Chris Healings, I'm from Hybrids, and today we're going to walk you through our new single, which is called The Formula of Fear. I've used this for probably 7-8 years, and the great thing when you buy a reactor, there's a user forum. I don't know if you know, there's a user forum you can go on. It gives you access to basically these synths or granular synthesis that this one is. This is grain states that basically people have built. Now, I wish I could build them. They're really complex. This is what we're using here, grain states. That's the master, audio in, audio out. So you can use these little blocks, but I mean, look at that. So I've had a go. I've downloaded some of these. Now, some of the ones that I really liked, I've built very simple units. But say these, there's one that I particularly like that I wanted to use for live. Pretty much what I kind of do is nick other people's stuff and then put my own audio inputs into it. Use it for live effects on stage with a controller, or like in this situation, I just use it for sound design. So I tell you what I'll do is I'll just get a brand new string into this. So say this piece of string had come from one of our, we just did a remix of the Caspian score, turned it into a club track. So we've got the string. This isn't one of the Caspian strings. Say we've got one of the strings. It's the same key because there it is. Look, there's the key. It's exactly the same. So it's the root. BPM is 132, which is the BPM we're using. And then you just make these. This is like a little filtery, gated, granular cloud maker. Which I've got some of my own little things loaded in. And then you can just, there's the sampler, you just move the waveform around. This is great for, say you've got a piece of string like this, or say that there's 4 separate chords of the string, big swells. You can zoom in on each part and then concentrate on that chord, making a little shimmering, repetitive filter pattern out of it. Move on to the next chord, make a little shimmering filter pattern, so then you can underlay the original chords of what you've taken with these little shimmering clouds, if you like. So they're really handy for effects. I mean, instead of affecting the original sample, which we do anyway, reverb, delay, whatever, we always take the top string line from any of our tracks really, and we'll make little effects like this out of it, and kind of just smooth it underneath. So it's doing something slightly more unusual than just a normal. But you can get really dark with this thing as well. I'll show you in a second. That's an app made out of. That's the original sample. So I mean, this string, I've stolen it, and I'm just using it as a sample source basically to make something new out of. And I hope the guy who made it doesn't catch me. Okay, so that's our first reactor clouding, granular, filtering sort of instrument. This synth we used on the track I Choose Noise, which was off the album I Choose Noise, and basically it's just it's a brass sample from I'm not going to tell you where, but yeah, we just use this to it's just a brass sample like that, and you can really get quite. Loads of other effects. So taking a brass noise, almost turning it into a bass line if you like. Mike's really good at taking these noises and chopping the best bits out of them, and using them for maybe the start of a tune or just effects within the tune. But yeah, that's this one's pretty nasty. You can just power things as you can hear. Basically, you just sync it up to your BPM again. There's your sample window. Click on that. Here's your sampler. You go and add a sample from your desktop and just play with it, basically. So that's dirty. Oh, hello. Dirty. That's dirty. This is something that I've used a lot. for vocal effects, strings, basically anything that needs a big, bloomy, reverby cloud of something behind it to give it a bit of depth, stereo spread, stereo imaging. We use this. So first of all, there's this. This is that's actually a drum loop, but I just use it for big bloomy effects. And underneath, this is a vocal off a very famous drummer, and you can hear how it's ghosting. So there's the original song, just panning back and forth. You can speed it up or slow it down. And if you get it nice and slow, go on to the length of the grain. You can pitch the delay down, which is quite nice. There's also EQ and there's reverb down here. So you can literally drop any, literally drop any vocal effect or any vocal into that, and just make a chorusy or a versey sort of wash for whatever section you are on the track.
We found quite a while ago this program Metasynth, which I don't know. I mean, it's quite well known, I'm sure, but with not many producers seem to be using it for some reason. But we do send a lot of stuff into Metasynth. It does the most wonderful filtering kind of effects. So we do put a lot of pianos and lots of different synths kind of through this, and then go to the image filter. So when you're actually running a piece of audio through Metasynth, just for, I mean, basically this is your axis, that's the start of the sample, that's the end of it, and this is your filtering from high to low. So any areas that are white shaded, they actually kind of like jump out. It's probably better if I put a different one on. So, for example, this one, and that basically just filters. You get these bits of audio kind of going from like the mid-range down to the low range, and it's this constant kind of across that. But we've actually had photos of friends in there, photos of kind of all kinds of bits and bobs.
James Lavelle from Uncle was a great filter.
The James Lavelle filter worked for ages. It was really good actually. Basically, what we've done is we've just taken a loop from the track. Just to filter a minute. We go to image filter. That's a photo that Chris took in Sydney. Wicked crowd. And then it will basically work out the light parts and the dark parts and actually filter the drum loop accordingly. Good one, actually. So how's doing that? I've got no idea. I mean, it's basically if the time starts from the left, so it's playing. Also, it's playing from left to right. So the top end is like the high frequencies, obviously from there to low frequencies there. So the reason why it's doing lots of kind of, it's probably this geezer's arm. So it's like the filter's just going down across there. So the light makes the audio jump out, and then the dark spots kind of like as if it's filtering it out. It's not the best explanation. Probably the people at Metasynth won't like me for that, but it's awesome. So we do use that for a lot of rhythmical things and a lot of pads if we just want a very strange kind of effect on it. It's got a lot of other things like the effects room. The stretch is just wonderful. Normally it's kind of a lot of kind of unusual things, but some of it come up with some really interesting parts you can use. Like the grain one is really good. Slow down. So this is your the purple line is your, I think it's the randomization, or is it the speed of it? I'm not entirely sure. You just fiddle with it and find out what really happens. So we'll record a bit of stuff and maybe just a bit of we'll kind of like nick and put into a track. So that's quite a good little tool.